Local and national calls for racial justice are bringing new prominence to Juneteenth.
And many people calling for change are saying that that message still resonates loudly today.
A lot of people are turning to Juneteenth as a symbol, as a way they can celebrate and honor the sacrifices that African Americans have made in the United States and around the world.
Now, News 8's Angela Cockadey will show us more about the origins of Juneteenth and how people are celebrating.
Juneteenth, or June 19th, is a holiday commemorating the end of slavery in the United States.
The Emancipation Proclamation was signed in 1863, but it wasn't until about 2 years later, on June 19th, 1865, that they began to actually enforce that throughout the South.
Union troops landed in Galveston, Texas, to announce news of the proclamation on June 19th, 1865.
But one of the first things that they did, they read the Emancipation Proclamation out loud.
It's not a federal holiday, but 47 states recognize Juneteenth as an official state holiday or observance.
In the early 50s, and once more confidence came and more rights were being passed, people looked around and said, hey, let's bring Juneteenth back.
It's become a personal family tradition. There's festivals, there's musicals, barbecues.
This year, celebrations will look different. On the heels of nationwide protests over police brutality,
I think that there needs to be more emphasis on eliminating racism and making sure that we are truly free. I mean, you know, we acknowledge Juneteenth. We understand the significant meaning and what it meant for African Americans, particularly those who were in slavery. But again, you know, right now we're still trying to work on inequalities, racial inequalities that still exist. And so for us, as we appreciate those, particularly those employers and those large corporations that are using this time to say that we stand in solidarity and we acknowledge what this means to America and African Americans across the country.
And in the middle of a pandemic, James Webb and his wife Tawana have been organizing Indy Juneteenth celebrations since 2016. They've moved this year's events online.
We had Black Entertainment Trivia, learned about tracing our roots, and Saturday is our virtual party.
Despite all the changes this year, James says there's still a call for more people to understand what Juneteenth is about.
Freedom to not only be able to celebrate, but the freedom to be able to live free.
I'm Angela Cockadey for Wish TV, wishtv.com, and follow us on Facebook.